Splat. Oh, hi, everybody. Who's ready for some Sega Saturn and some Croc for your Legend of the Gobbos trademark? Woo. Sounds good. How about one of these Saturn wireless controllers, too? What do you think about that? Well, I think it's a mighty fine idea, Brian. Did you charge it up? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, aren't we? Oh, boy. It's not doing nothing. Well, that may be a bad sign. All right. No big deal. Maybe we should restart the system. Oh, look, it's little Croc. Little Croc of Sunshine. Oh, Kara, what is up? In Before Tank Girl is here. It's calling it a Croc. Taz is here. What's going on? On the patio, fighting off the wasp. Oh, my God. Earlier, at my day job, I grabbed my backpack. Backpack just like Croc has in this game. And I grabbed it. And it was open already because I was getting ready. I started beforehand. Anyway, I was like, that's weird. What is that brown spot that's on my bag? It was one of those freaking giant spiders. A freaking giant spider trying to murder me, so I murdered him first. I know, he's probably a good spider. He was probably a good spider, but he was almost as big as my hand. All right, maybe not that big. Maybe big as 2 fingers. Maybe like that. Woo! Boy, but yeah. I was like, ah! Killed it without thinking. That was my natural response. Kara says, I'm okay. Going to the gym in a few minutes. So, yeah. It's a good idea. I did some steps today. I did about 12,000 steps today, I believe. A couple of walks today. So that's all good, right? Good, it's good. My headphones on backwards. Sounds funky-rific. Funky-rific. So what we're going to do here, we're going to turn it off. We are using the Sega Saturn. I could not locate my game disc, so I'm using my backup from my system, which is fine because I have the action replay in place. One of those ones. If you have a Sega Saturn, oh, by the way, I never had a Sega Saturn growing up. All right, I had the Master System, the Genesis, and the Dreamcast, but I never got the Sega Saturn. And that was always a missing piece inside me. And I will tell you, this is one of my favorite systems. I'm glad I got it later in life. I think if I had gotten it then, I probably would have been disappointed. And it probably would have left a bad taste in my mouth. But getting it so late in life, it actually it feels good. Feels good. All right, there we go. Look at that. Locked right in. There's your Fox Interactive. Remember when Fox was doing stuff? Played Futurama the other night, too, as well, for the PS2. For the PS2. I can never remember the order of the Sega. So this is the way I had it. I had the Master System. And then I had the Genesis. Mega Drive, if you live certain places. And then I had the Dreamcast. So that was all my Sega systems. I also had a Game Gear for a minute. But I think it was one of the cut rate ones that were sold at the end of life on that thing. So I didn't play with it too much. Oh, JK Grammar is here. What is up? Cabana Guy is here. We talking Dreamcast? We did. We're going to get back to Dreamcast too, but right now we're talking about our Sega Saturn system. Look at this, baby. Look at this. I've always wanted the Japanese version, though. The Japanese version is sweet. It's kind of like, it's kind of like it's a grayish color, almost white. God, so it's really cool. I'll have to look at it before we wrap it up tonight. It's a system of you. Hey, there's the lady cuts my hair. All right, let me see. She says she can see me soon. So I will do that. JK says, hey, Brian, guess what I got yesterday? A PS5. Nice. Now, did you get the digital edition or did you get the one with the CD? But either way, that is awesome. The PlayStation 5 is a really good modern machine, and PlayStation has been pretty kind with their retroness lately, so I can't complain. And guess what? Croc is going to be remastered and released on every platform, but also the PS5. Did y'all notice that little weirdness that's going on right there? It's weirdness. Digital edition, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Kara said, also watched the first Happy Death Day movie and Hell Caesar from 2018. Currently watching Death Day 2. I got to watch those. That's on my list. On my list of stuff I want to see. All right. Everything sound good? We okay on the levels and stuff? We getting enough of Croc? Croc is an amazing, it's got some amazing songs and stuff. I love the soundtrack on this thing. All my games save Uncharted 4 that came with my PS4 are digital. Very good, JK. Cass says, I never realized how much of a Banjo-Kazooie Croc was. He was the OG, right? So, PlayStation, which is where I played Croc mostly. Like I said, I didn't have a Sega Saturn in the day, so I played it on my PSX, the original PlayStation. Let's see what kind of crowd we got here. We got a crowd of 10, so you know what? We might as well post to let everybody know we are streaming live. We're streaming live to Hard Drive. Is that a word? I don't think so. Kara says, now I gotta go gym. Have fun. Be safe. Be careful out there. Do not fall on the treadmill. It's most embarrassing. How do I know? Well, never happened to me. All right, let's see here. We got this. Copy that. Oh, before Tango, I finally got my Prime sub to work. No commercials. I think I have to use them. Oh, gotta run. Dinner time. Have fun. JK, thanks for dropping in. We'll hope to see you some Saturday soon in the future. Oh, the ad breaks are going on. That's probably one of the reasons why. I meant to move those. I hate they start right at the beginning like this. You're on YouTube, you didn't see any ads, which is fine. It's fine. Fine is fine. Let's get this party started quickly. By the way, this Friday we are doing our community events. So Friday night, I would love to see you play some party games with us on Friday night. Not too long after the Play Retro show. What do you think about that? I say, what you think about that? Legend of Gobbos. We goes bows. We Gobbos. Who's a Gobbo? He says, right? Oh my, welcome in Tondagosa resubbed for 35 months this minute. What do you think about that? I love it. Tonda, how's it going? Tonda, did you play the Crocinator? Did you play Croc back in the day? Were you a bigger Croc fan like me? I was a bigger Croc fan. But it was early 3D. So during the time that Croc came out, the first one, a lot of my friends were maybe playing the N64 and playing some Mario. Some Mario, which is fine. It's perfect. Now, I did not have an N64 at the time, so it was all about my PlayStation. You know what we did? We played some Croc. 37. I was never a fan of these 3D mascot games. You know, and I've heard it be called he's like a mascot before, but after I've started, okay, so I've been thinking about that a lot. Because I didn't necessarily see Croc as a mascot, because I don't think I even knew what a mascot was by the time we got our PS1s, right? So that wasn't really on my radar. I mean, heck, even Sega, by the time this came out, wasn't even sure that they were going to do anything with Sonic, right? Because we got our first release, our first big Sega team release for the Sega Saturn was not even a Sonic game. It is a 3D platformer, and the more I read about it, the more I discover how much Argonaut Games, who developed Croc, how much they had to influence on Mario 64. Some things were like, did Croc need that Gobbos subtitle? Absolutely. Tom Lowry, what is going on, my friend? How is your Tuesday, Wednesday going? Yeah, it's a good game. We're about to find out, aren't we? So I played a ton of this on the PlayStation, and I never played it on the Sega Saturn. Like I said before, well, you may not have been here when I was. Anyway, I had said before that Sega Saturn was not in my Sega list of consoles. It was the only one that I didn't have. Well, that and the Mark, whatever it was. But in the U.S., I started out with the very first one, which was the Master System, and I had every one of them until the Dreamcast and exit stage left. I was a Sega boy, but I never had the Sega Saturn. I'm trying to remember why I didn't. Was it like first-person shooters or something? I can't remember. And so the adventure begins. Croc, our friend here, being flown in by a bird. We'll get more of the story here shortly, but first, a little bit of gameplay going on. Sector 7 says, never really played Croc. Spyro, Jack and Daxter, Banjo, Slide just wasn't my type of game. And same, really. I didn't play a lot of these games in the day. But I did Groovy Grape 64. How's it going? Got all 64 bits of those. I wasn't a big fan of these kind of games either, but for some reason, I think I got like a copy of Croc's Greatest Hits, and for some reason, it just charmed me. I think maybe it was this little flip thing he does. So he's got that, right? He does this little flip. And see, I had not played any other 3D platformers. I think this might have been my first 3D platformer. And watch him do this thing. Watch him reverse. Whoopah, whoopah. So I played plenty of 3D platformers after this, but this was my first experience, I believe, with a 3D platformer. And so it holds a special place for me. It's a whole new idea, right? And the music. Oh, I just love this music. It was chill. This may be when I first started falling in love with the idea of chill. Or cozy, maybe. Maybe the first cozy game I really played. It feels cozy. Doesn't ask you to do too much. Doesn't ask you to hurry. You collect, but it's not really necessary. But it is satisfying. Like these little orbos. Or splat. Okay, we got plenty of parkour. Always thought of them as kids' games. I did too, and I guess you could make an argument for that, but it's got kind of a little bit of an attitude, right? I mean, without having an attitude. I love it, right? Tom Lowry, yeah, Croc's Croc, his this whole attitude. I mean, he's a crocodile who's kind of standing up on his back legs, right? And he's got a backpack. Watch him waddle. Look at the little waddle he's got. All that lower body weight he's got going on, man. Now, this is on the Sega Saturn. Now, the Sega Saturn did have the little you could have gotten the little analog stick thing, right? But most of us would have had this right here, which is this Sega Saturn 6-button, good for fighting, familiar already if you had the Sega Genesis kind of jam, right? Now, by the way, this is a wireless one. Was it Retro Bit, I believe? It's like $40 or something. Totally worth it. Pretty responsive too. Like a distant cousin of Yoshi. So Shay, it's funny you should mention that. So as I've been doing research about Croc, it turns out that Argonaut Games, a Nintendo favorite at one point, a favored developer, a lot of good history there that ended poorly. They showcased a Yoshi's Racing game that was essentially like this. And Nintendo dismissed Argonaut Games not too much longer after that. And they actually hired off a bunch of their developers. There's a Gobbos right there. And so Argonaut took this idea. And so this is basically a Yoshi reskin, right? UK developer, correct. Argonaut Games, UK developer. What? No big hurry, right? No big hurry. This is Croc. Enjoy your little music. I love the creepy theme stuff. Just felt very low risk. Tom Lowry says his no eyelids. True. He's just got balls on the top of his head, doesn't he? Almost like robot. Very. All right, so let's see if we can flip him around. There we go. Yeah, so you flip around. Now, when Croc came out for the PlayStation, it was at the end of their development cycle for Croc that they released the analog, the DualShock. So Croc is well suited to your D-pad. And so I did this. So I tried to play a little bit the other night with an analog stick, and boy, it was rough. It was rough. These are tank controls, so it's you have to take your time. You have to line stuff up. And look at this. See, you just got a little side step there. That's your little. There's your little. Look at that. See there, you got your little side step, so you can kind of line up good there. So, Junza, what is up? Junza Krill, no wink, nudge, nothing, none of that. Look at the shadow they got up there. It's like a hatch, like a little hatching right there for the little orbs. I always love these orbs. Something magical about them. They're not just like little balls. They could have easily just went with little balls up there, but they didn't. Need a little bit more. Got your little tail whip going on here, so most of your functions are right here in your ABC buttons. This is one of my favorite tracks right here. I used to leave. Croc was one of those games that I would just leave on because no one's gonna ask you. It's not gonna ask you to run along. There's cute little idle animations. The music is, it's fun just to kind of go through. All right, so we got little flips there on your C button. Got your jump on your B. Jump on your B. Then you got your A, which is your whip. Tom Lowry asked, do we know what is in the backpack? I'm assuming he's putting all these little crystals in there. But I wouldn't hold. There may be a bird. Do you think he's got one of those little birds? You know, little picks that, what are those called? Oh yeah, Kapow is so charming, right? He makes all these cute little noises. I don't know if it, Yazoo is a big one too. The Ray says, Poucho's head? Weed. Oh yeah. Judza says, skulls of his enemies. I love it. I love it. Now, there's a lot of lava, which is fine. So Croc makes use of another Sega hero of mine. His name is Sonic. So as long as you've got some crystals in your backpack, you're all right. Oh, watch that. See that little platform? It's got cracks and stuff in it. That'll kill you. All right, so we're collecting these Gobbos, right? Or splat. Shazam! I hate to leave this level. I love this music so much. Tom says, I like to think Croc has his whole life in that bag. He does. Well, the story starts off, I don't know if you guys were here for all of it, but the intro is essentially he's kind of a Moses type, right? He is that right? Yeah, he shows up in a basket right on the island of the Gobbos. And the Gobbos, you know, they take care of him. And then he grows up. And then King Fluffy Pants, or whatever his name is, comes in, you know, and locks up all the Gobbos. And so Croc is magically whisked. He's magically whisked away. And now he is on a quest to find all the Gobbos. Tom Lowry says, let my Gobbos go. That's perfect. That is great. I love it. That is brilliant. I am thinking right. It's Moses that said the basket, right? Might not remember that, right? Right? All right. So here's the little turd. Okay, so that guy only comes up, but if you avoid him, and then you hear him do that little chomp thing, you can do this. So then you can go down in the hole. I go down the hole. Let's find out what happens when you go down the hole where a monster lives. Oh, look at this. You got some more baddies. I love the underground music. It kind of reminds me of somewhere between like the Addams Family and the Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors, right? The floor is lava. I don't remember if you can save at any point in time. No, I think you have to wait till you hit the gong to do it. All right, so this is pretty high skill level here. We got to jump platform to platform and get over there and destroy those two guys. So this is kind of maybe a little bit ahead of where our skill level is right this second. Oh no! Are we gonna get that? We're gonna get that one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, will I make it? Oh, I didn't make it. All right. Oh. Climb up, Croc. Get it, Croc. I'm getting chicken. I'm chicken. Oh, come on. We only got one more Croc left. Yeah, I definitely I've bitten off more than I can chew just yet. I haven't got my Croc legs underneath me yet to do this just yet. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. I haven't got my Croc skills on point. It's been a while. But essentially, once you get past here, there are these colored crystals. And if you collect all of them, you can enter this area here. Bonus area. Does it show? And those are in different places in the world you'll find. By the way, I do a jump, and then I do a second jump, and he'll do a stomp. Got to put on your Croc slippers, if you will. Right? Right. For splat. All right, and in the levels, you got to, you got to hit the gong. The bird comes along, sprinkles you with bird dander, and there you go. So you get your bird dander on, and it looks like we got a couple of, look at the cute characters, though. Got a couple of Gobbos. We got, oh, look at there. I think that answers our question right there. Tom, look at that. It looks like those Gobbos are in the backpack. I'm not saying there's not other things in there. I would assume, what is it? It says 12. Oh, interesting. So the top one, what is the top one? The top one should be the number that I collected. I had 12 in my pocket. So, but now they're in a bag. Interesting. All right. No. I wonder if they make Croc slippers. Like, I wonder if they make. Interesting. All right, so we can look at their options real quick. Well, we got to save too. Let's take a look. Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't crash the game. Audio options? Look at that. Look at those gnarly headsets. Look at that. Got your CD volume, your FX volume. I like these little graphics. Pretty cute. Ah, okay. So you click on them and then they rotate around. Look at that. I like that. Look, hey, let me tell you something. You didn't get a lot of 3D games on our Sega Saturn here. And when you did, they were typically of questionable quality, right? Tex, what's up? Because let's face it, the Sega Saturn, Sega, which did very well outside the United States, in Japan especially, Japan was having a love moment with fighting games, and that's the reason why we had the 6 buttons here, right? So this made sense, but it wasn't making much sense in the US. We were enamored with first-person shooters and getting there. So the Sega Saturn has 3D abilities, but generally not optimized for it. But Croc, well developed. Doing pretty good, Tex. Gobbos in the bag. I bet it smells great in there, especially when you count about 5 or 6 of them in there together. Let's see. Poma Factory. I missed it earlier. Poma Factory says, have you ever played Vortex on the SNES, excuse me. Also Argonaut. I played it a couple weeks ago and found the control and camera strikingly similar to Croc. I would not doubt it. They definitely had a style, right? I don't remember Vortex. Let me take a look at Vortex. And which system is that on? Oh, SNES, you said. All right. Take a look at that real quick. Maybe even pull that up. I'm interested because I'm assuming this was released. Yeah. So the Super NES wasn't known for 3D at all, right? So that was one thing Argonaut was always pushing. They were pushing 3D. Like, I think there's even a Game Boy game that they made on a Game Boy. Are you serious? Are you serious? They were always pushing the envelope, and that was one of the things that got Nintendo's attention with Argonaut. And so, unfortunately, it ended poorly. The relationship ended poorly. Oh, I like this. Yeah, they did Star Fox, right? So, I mean, Vortex. Oh my God, yeah. That is so Star Fox, right? Absolutely. And they completed Star Fox 2. It was completed, and Nintendo was ready to move on to the N64. So never got released until later on the SNES Mini, which I have. Right, Tondagosa. So they're the ones. So Argonaut went to Nintendo and said, we need a budget. We're going to get you some 3D chips, right? We're going to get you some 3D chips. They're going to fit on these carts. They're going to go on these carts. They're going to go on the carts. That's right, baby. And that's what they did. One chip did sprites and polygons. The other did backgrounds. It was complex, but 3D wasn't yeah. Oh, are you talking about on the Sega Saturn? 3D wasn't an afterthought, I think. Is that what you're talking about on the Saturn? They definitely, I think, on the Saturn, yeah, it was kind of, ooh. I tapped a CD-based console. Probably not the smartest thing to do. It went skip. But yeah. There was Sega Saturn hit the market first. They were trying to beat everybody to the market. Unfortunately, they should have waited a little longer and maybe cooked a little more. Is that right? Yeah, don't bump the DJ table. There was a lot of infighting going on at that time during in Sega of America and Sega of Japan. And unfortunately, I everything I've read, it kind of seems like maybe the marketing in the States was pushing things a little faster than maybe they should have. Because they had so much success in the Genesis, right? Oh, yeah, I got to go this way. All right. I have no choice. Hey, this well is corked up. But yeah, there was also chips on that Argonaut did. And it gave us like Star Fox and other things. Oh, I should have jumped first, right? Hey, Gobo, what you doing? Off my backpack. Well, let's watch. Did he go? Animation didn't go into the backpack, but it does seem to imply that that's what's happening. Oh no, did I not? Oh no, what am I gonna do? Might have to go up and then come back. How do we do that? Or maybe I can go this side. Is there a key up there? Oh. Ah. There we go. Oh! You can just jump up there. Love this music. Man, like around Halloween time. Hit a lava pit. Slaps, baby. Get on, you Argonaut. Oh my gosh. Ha ha ha. I jumped backwards. You can have more control that way. All right. Good so far. No breakaway. No breakable. All right. We got to get this guy right. First splat. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let me see. Oh, what I got? I got the key. I got the key, baby. Let's crash it. Get us some. Bug on Saturn seems like a forgotten property. Oh, bug. I'm trying to remember that. Bug. Did I ever play? I don't. Like I said, I never owned a Saturn. Oh no. Wrong button. There it is. Kaboom. Kapow. Let's just take a moment to appreciate. Oh, don't worry. It'll loop. Totally, Tonda. We're gonna cover Clockwork Knight. Actually, that was. I knew that I wanted to play something on the Saturn for the Play Retro show in around this time, because we hadn't visited in a while, and I was missing my Sega Saturn. And Clockwork Knight was the one I actually suggested to Scott first. And I just don't know if he didn't see it or if he's not really that interested. But then I saw a Croc remake. Being coming quickly, and I was like, we need to get on that one. Yeah, the right sector, yeah, the Saturn and PlayStation, the Japan was pretty close. We wanted it a little earlier than we probably should have got it in the States. But the gauntlet was thrown down, right? 10 or 11 days, yeah. But like I said, Saturn was very successful because of the game titles. It was just two markets, right? You had two markets. One was very much not into the fighting, like not into the fighting games they were playing in Japan anyway, at the time. That's changed since then. But at that moment. Now, if you ever played the PlayStation version of this, you'll notice that the camera is further back. Some of the complaints you'll usually hear about Croc is it's a little too empty. Not a lot of things to do, but I find it entertaining just doing a little bit of platforming, listen to some cool music. Like I said, I would turn Croc on a Saturday when I would be at home. I just go over and sit on the couch and play a little Croc and, you know, not get too heated or hot about it and go do something else and let it run and play. Beepity boppity boop, make some music and come back. You know, it's good. Not a real challenging game. It's probably the reason why some people probably consider these kind of like kids games and stuff. But you know, I think the graphics are probably better on the PlayStation, even if there is jitter. What's over here? Ah, there we go. Got it. Oh no, I didn't make it though. Meant to flip. Meant to double flip. I didn't do that. That's what I meant to do. There it is. There it is. That's what I meant to do. Rack Flack, what's going on? Croc never had the chance to play it. Probably was too old for it, like you say. Yeah. I was on up a little bit, but I think what Andrew was 3, and I probably didn't get this right away. I think I got on the greatest hits. So he's probably getting to be about 4. So he was entertained by watching me play Croc, and I'd hand him the controller. What's the worst he could do? Nothing too much. Probably just the space I was in mentally. No, poopies. I burnt my biscuits. Azoo! There's the Gobbos. All right, we did it. Oh, we don't have the. See, that's the other thing too. If you really want to hardcore it, you can go find all these little crystals. I thought when you hit, let's see, one of the buttons, you would think it would. Oh, there it is. So yeah, see at the top there. So the crystals in the center over there. Those are the special crystals, and they're maybe kind of hidden. There's not a lot of reward for exploration, but there's a little bit there. Also, sometimes when you grab some of the regular crystals, it's one of those crystals there. So you gotta get the power stones. You gotta make a glove so that you can snap and get rid of half the Gobbos. That's how you do it. Rackflack says, 97, I just turned 21, no kid yet, and party time. Excellent. John says, I am the one who knocks. Is that what that was? I am the one who knocks. Let's see, here we go. So that time, we got a few more crystals. We still got one Croc. By the way, I love Croc has one tooth, and it's kind of like in the center too. I was hearing that one of the artists on staff had a cat, only had one tooth. Is that right? I think that's how that story goes. Got the Tom Cruise tooth. Shay. Knock knock. Hello. Hello. Look at the little sheep. Look at the little sheep. I haven't saved the game. All right, so good news. Good news, everybody. So I have this action replay cart in this thing here. Don't know if you can see it or not. But it's one of the, it's a modded action replay, essentially. So if you ever seen a Sega Saturn, it has a cartridge slot in the back. It looks a lot like the Sega Genesis carts. And you're like, oh, that's going to do. It's backwards compatibility. And of course, we're all disappointed to find out, no, it's not. It's a memory card slot. So you can throw your memory in there, or action replay if you have that. And so there is something called Pseudo Saturn Kai, I believe is what it's called. And you can get one with, there's like 4 or 5, there's like a bunch of different configurations, but you want the one that's a 4-in-1 cart. If you got a Sega Saturn looking for a 4-in-1 cart that can run, that give you a memory card. So this has a memory, so I can save. I got the memory there. But it's got cheats, and it's got the ability to play region-free games. So, or burn games in our case this time around. And so there we go, game saved. Better do that before I make a boo-boo. Make a boo-boo. So this cart's got it all. You can pick them up off Express or wherever. You'll find them. Shaun of the Sheeps. Judge says tight budget could only afford one tooth, and that is the tooth. Shay, you're right. It is some Wallace and Gromit looking sheep. Have you guys seen the new Wallace and Gromit that came out this past Christmas, I believe? It's on Netflix. Is that right? I watched most of it. I got to go back and watch it. I fell in love. I was like, I can't believe you guys are still killing it. And they're still killing it, man. Yeah, love me some Wallace and Gromit for Tank Girl. Yeah, I watched part of it and I realized that I was doing other things at the time and I was like, I need to sit and watch this. I'm enjoying it too much. There was especially one scene that really spoke to me. It was the gnome is building some things and he's got all these PCBs. He like ordered a bunch of PCBs off PCBWay. But it's such a attention to detail. There's an arrow there. What does that mean? Oh, can I get on this thing? Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I fell in the lava. Did I not? I thought I did this one already. Did it respawn? I don't know. Oh, you love Flow? I haven't seen that yet. Flow is an FLOW for those who are watching later. Or Tank Girl says. Let's see. We got a lava boat here. Lava boat. Lava boat. Oh, I love how it sounds. What a cool game mechanic. Go to the edge here. Makes sense. In the land of Gobbos. Got a big old red button here. Oh, I was thinking, will they stay or will I lose it? Oh, no. Oh. Hot fries. Yazoo! Very wholesome, Tonda. Blown away are worth everyone's time. Oh. Here comes a little puzzling. It's in the center. He's in the right. He's in the center. He's right, left. Oh, no. I can't keep up with that. Now we must guess. I'll let the viewers choose. Yeah, absolutely. Junza, the camera angle is rough. It's even more closed in. It's closer than the one on the PlayStation, which is already pretty close. This is a problem with all of these 3D platformers, right? Blackflag says, Flow, it's been on my watch list forever, and Plex keeps telling me to watch it. Me too. All right, we're going to go with the center. That's where he was at before. I have a feeling. Oh, I got a heart. That ain't nothing. That's not nothing. Look at it. Now I got two. And the question is, if I leave and come back, does it come back and I get to do it again? Oh, look at that, Brack. You're right. I thought you guys could do it. So Center was there. Well, I kept seeing in the chat room. So Center it was Hondo. What is going on, Hondo? Tonda says, oh, my 8-bit Ultimate 2 should be here tomorrow. If the shipping gods are kind. Wait a minute. I need to take a look at this. It is an 8-bit Ultimate 2. Oh, it's getting good now. What are these masked mole rats? What are these mole rat looking things? So Tonda's getting an 8-bit do Ultimate 2. Now I have tons of 8-bit do stuff, but I'm trying to remember what the Ultimate 2 looks like. Let's just take a look real quick, and I'll take you along for the ride. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, I love this. It looks very much like it looks a lot like my Nintendo Nintendo Pro. Where's my Nintendo Pro controller? Here's a little more recent controller love, right? I mean, you know, it looks like that, right? 8-bit Ultimate 2 wireless controller. This is your Nintendo Pro controller. Very much like that, right? But I'm assuming there's a lot of more cool stuff, right? With this, I'm sure it's got all the Hall effects and all that stuff, right? Got your nice little charging dock. It lights up. Take a look at that again. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. Look at that. Yeah. Integrated charging dock equipped, yeah, with the TMR joysticks. Oh, well, look at that. I don't know what that means, but I'm down. Okay, there's the Hall effect triggers and stuff. Customizable. Look at that thing. That thing is sexy. Right, and they don't overcharge. 8-bit Do is very reasonable with their controller prices. I've got tons of these guys. How much is this thing anyway? Did it say at the top? How cool it is. I've always been very happy with everything I've gotten from 8-bit Do. Up comes a nice little brick dongle. I like that. Nice attention to detail. Ugh. All right, I'm going to click on it, but I don't want to sell it for Jeff Bezos. He can do his own little thing. Yeah, $47.99, not bad. Did you get the 2.4 edition? No, you got the Ultimate 2. Never mind. So it's got both, right? It's got the both. I'm assuming. That's very nice. I like it. Oh, while we're doing this, might as well show you something that you've probably forgotten about already. I'm sure you've forgotten about this already. Anybody recognize this controller? Anybody recognize? Did I get a little ding on that thing, or is that just? Probably dropped it. Anybody recognize this bad boy? There you go. Sector 7 knows. Luna? Nope. It's the Stadia. Ah, look at that. And it was very nice of Google as it exited the market. I was one of the very first. I was in that very first order of Stadia because I was curious. I thought for a minute they might actually follow through with some stuff. And I got, the Chromecast Ultra, whatever, and then I got the controller. But they were nice enough at the end to just give us a driver so that we could use that as a Bluetooth controller for anything. So I still keep it around, keep it charged up, USB-C charge. All right. He was in the beta, Tonda? Yes. Yep, they unlocked him, Brack Flag. That's right, they unlocked him. So, it's good enough. I mean, I've got all kinds of crazy controls. I got a couple of Steam Deck controllers. They all have their place. I think last time I counted, I think I had over 50 controllers, but I've got more than that now. I may have a problem. And right now I'm staring at 1, 2, 3 360 controllers, a Duke for the Xbox, an S-Type for the Xbox. It's just over on look on this side, and I got boxes. It's crazy. You should be ashamed of yourself. I have no trouble with control. Really, Quid? No! Back to the Croc lock. All right, let me see. There we go. Had to flip it around. Are these the rats of look at the teeth of those. Croc's only got 1 tooth. These guys have got like 6. What are these things? They're kind of like snakes or something. Oh, wow. That was cool. The collision messed up on that one. Oh, I forget these always come back. Oh, wait. We got to push this maybe? All right. Yeah, there we go. Got a little pushing action. I don't like how that sounded. Pushing action. Toothy tadpoles. Oh, I remember playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Stadia. Yeah, I think I remember that as well. That was like one of the ones that was. So they pretty much stay in their lane, it looks like. So that's good. They do not come get me. Hey, there he is. I got the Gobbo. Look at that. Yeah. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably some more hidden stuff somewhere. But it's real hard to see. Let's see. I think you can. Oh, yeah, there's another platform there. Like I said, it'll reward you a little bit for exploration. Not a lot, but, you know. It's a cracked one. I think this one cracks. Oh, there's a key. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's something above me? Oh, there is. Does not crack, though. Says a movie version of Croc would write itself. Yes, it would. I'd go see a Croc. He's just so darn adorable, right? Love the music. I am a little concerned though. Oh, there's a good. Oh, look at this. It goes up. It goes up. They got to go this way anyway. Oh, well, good. I got a balloon as well. Cute little level design. One of the cuter level designs here. I definitely got to say I'm more of a Croc. I'm an Underworld Croc. That's what they need to make. Croc Underworld. Where it explores more in the deep, dark scaries. All right, so I'm assuming we need this umbrella balloon to make our way to the other side. So let's do that. Tom cannot look upward though. So I think you can't. So we've got our three main action buttons down here, but I think XYZ allows you to do some looking around. So let's see. That brings it 3 levels. You got the top, mid, low. And I think, yeah, that one lets you look a little further down. And that one makes you go up. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so maybe that just cycles through that way. And then the middle one. Okay, so if you use the middle one, you can use the D-pad to adjust it. Okay. Yeah, so you can't really look up, right? But you can do this. You can make him stare at you from the bottom of the screen, which would make Andrew laugh. Get a little closer. Get a little closer. Croc wants to talk to you. Or splat. Oh no! that was not what I was expecting. I think I did it wrong. All right. So we can exit that door. There's a locked door up here with this key. Oh no. Oh no, did it go up and I can't get back up there now? Oh, there it came back. Maybe. I think. Oh, I'm missing it. Maybe I need to push the box a little bit. Back that thing up. Baby, why don't you back that thing up? Ah, too close. Oh, no, where'd it go? Is it going up and down? Is that the problem? Is it moving? Where's it at? You see, this is where people get frustrated and go, ah, stupid cracker, stupid butthole wearing, can't see nothing. Did I like make it go up or something? I think I might have accidentally keyed it up or something. See if we get over on this side and maybe see a little better. Oh no, I fell off. Vampire Croc Hunter, tooth for I love that. That's a great idea. You can fit in so many great little boxes, right? Oh, dadgummit. I always forget. I'm pushing it forward after I jump. I need to stop that. All right, there we go. Yep. Let's see if we can cycle through. It's there. Oh, it is. It is moving now, though. Has it always been moving? Or did I activate it earlier? Oh, I thought I was going to jump, and I did not. Brackflack says here, and I envision when you said Underworld, the 2003 movie with Kate Beckinsale, Croc fighting vampires with Kate. I would love that. He's got the one tooth. That makes sense. And that's the tooth. All right, let's see if we can... There we go. That helps a little bit. Yeah, I need to cycle to the furthest low point that I can make. Oh, okay, if you hold it, it does that. Okay. Can't quite look up, but you can see up pretty well. Okay, do I need to push a little closer? But you see what I mean about being just nice and cozy, no big hurry, not great risk or anything. I love the walls. Look at the walls. Some nightmare fuel there. Did not come down any further than that? I don't know if I can jump that high. Up. Not like that, I won't. Or if I can grab one of these muskrats. They got they're tusk rats. Tusk rats! That's what they are. These tusk rats and tails. That's what I'm going to call them. Well, I don't know if I can make that or not. Oh, I did it again. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? An idiot. I know why, because the button's like right up. I was in the wrong buttons on the top of the upper row. I see what I was doing. All right. I got it. Woo! Yep. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. All right. And that's the hardest thing you'll ever do in Croc. Noise. That's the hardest thing you'll ever do in Croc. Now the question is, are we gonna want to switch over to our PlayStation version at some point and take a look at it for comparison? Because we still got to get to Croc 2. Now there's no Croc 2 was not released for Sega Saturn. Only for the PlayStation. Maybe I'll just play Croc 2 on the PlayStation. We'll load up. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? You don't want to break the first crate you come across. And by the way, we know there's multiple crates. We see how the shadows here. 1, 2, 3 back here. And I made a boo. I think if I leave and come back in, I think it will reset. Croc's bad fur day. That's perfect. That's a good one, Tom. Love how he walks out the little doors. Man, it's too bad they couldn't... Argonaut couldn't have made this with Nintendo, man. Oh, so it doesn't respawn. Oh, I've totally screwed myself. What if I get the balloon and I stay in this direction? Did I not move far enough away from the door, maybe? Maybe I have to go all the way down. Oh, no. Oh, dang, come it. I move forward. All right. Maybe I got to leave and come back in the whole place. Rooster Booster, what is going on, my friend? I think I haven't seen you in a million years. What have you been up to? Playing a little bit of Croc. Not a bunch of Croc. Oh, it's not moving this time. Interesting. Ah, fell right off. But it's moving now. Oh, that's the wrong side, right? Or maybe it's not. On the wrong side? Oh, how many? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's another platform up there. Okay, so I did activate this one. Aw, man, we missed you a lot too, Rooster Booster. A lot been happening. Good to see you guys. Absolutely. PlayStation and Sega 32X was released on the same day in Japan. I did not know that. What? Ah. Rooster Booster, hope all those things were good things. Or at least maybe half and half. We got this. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so one was a key. Oh, we did do that, didn't we? So one was a key. Oh. There's definitely another platform on the other side. I don't understand how that balloon works, though. Maybe it's time we looked at the instruction manual. Sega Saturn. Croc. Legend of the Gobbos. Manual. There was also, I didn't know this until this week. There was a Game Boy version. I did not know this until this week. There was a Croc 1 and a Croc 2. Read this before using your Sega Saturn video game system. I always thought that was unfair that they made me read the operational instructions of my game console on the game itself. Come on, man. That's in the big book. Now see, before Tank Girl says, no, we can't have common sense. We must blunder through and fill our way through Zen style. Actually, Rooster Booster, believe it or not, it was the Game Boy Color that Croc 1 and 2 came out on. Croc 1 was a platformer, and oddly enough, Croc 2 is a Zelda-like. Played a little bit in that bed last night using my analog pocket. Rooster Booster, I think a lot of people had that demo disc of Croc. I might even had the demo disc before I got the greatest hits, I believe. Oh, Croc-a-Mole, Tom. Tom's Lottery says Australia had a children's show called Croc-a-Mole. My favorite Australian show is The Wiggles. I've seen those guys in concert. It was amazing. We got our Game Boy Color. Wink. Run that game. Run that. Game Boy. Wing. Fox Interactive. THQ helped. Miss Argonaut. Virtua Craft. Croc. Look at that. Just a bunch of Croc. Croc-a-Mole makes sense. That makes more sense. Croc-a-Mole? He's breakdancing Croc. Croc 2 Electric Boogaloo. Avian, what is going on, my friend? But Rooster says they didn't trust our heavy hands with disc after throwing cartridges around for so many years. True story. Bam. I know, Rooster Boosh, you like that? That's the analog pocket. It's an FPGA system. When I can, I like to either do real hardware or FPGA if it's not convenient. Unfortunately, a little annoyed because... Not that kind of annoyed. I'm not going to make your pizza cold. But I am a little annoyed that I have a Saturn plug. So Tana might know about this. I have a Saturn plug for my reflex adapter for the Mr. FPGA. And that allows me to plug this right in there. It's HDMI port on one side. Weird, but it's actually smart to use this form factor. But this is really tight, and when I plug it in, it doesn't seem to detect it, and I get like a quick signal if I plug in almost partially. So I'm not sure if this is faulty or what, but I've had it for a while. I thought it worked at one point in time, but maybe I'm crazy. I tried it just in the reflex adapter. I didn't try it straight through, though. I think it's the first time I've tried it on the reflex adapter. I know Rooster Booster is so clean. Gotta have one. They got a really nice white one, too. Oh, yeah, the Saturn was expensive at launch. Probably the reason why I didn't get it. Plus, I think I was PC gaming at the time. All right, so let's look at startup information, blah, blah, blah. Legend of Gobbos, in which the Gobbos are described. Let's come in a little bit here. Okay. Examine ancient paintings from the time of their citizenship, and we'll find that Gobbos were a short, furry people who could be politely described as gerbilesque. But what of their soul, their character? One historian wrote that the Gobbos were among the most advanced civilization of their day, making great strides in science and literature. A peoples whose intelligence shines like a beacon in the night. It should be noted, this historian himself was himself a Gobbo, and not only made numerous grammatical errors in his account, but also misspelled Gobbo. No, the Gobbos were a simple people, a race whose greatest inventions were edible deodorant and the wind-powered cow moistener. Wait, what? Wait, what? Edible deodorant, I get. Wind-powered cow moistener. Are we going to run across cows here? In over 2,000 years of existence, the Gobbos only sent 3 of their kind to college, and 2 of those were return postage due. Okay, so they weren't the sharpest pins in the cushion, but were they lovable? You bet. So lovable that they would often keep each other as pets. Kinky. But oddly enough, it was their very lovability, their kind-hearted innocence that set in motion a chain of events that would send the Gobbos plummeting towards a terrifying fate. A fate worse than death. A fate so frightening that those with heart conditions may wish to stop reading now. Stop reading now. Although, really not that frightening. I'm not going to read all of this, but... Okay, this kind of breaks down how Croc was found. It all started one morning in the 3rd month of the year of Soup Spoon, King Rufus the Intolerant. I just want to know the bad guy's name. I'm going to come back to all this stuff later and read it. But I just want to know, his name is King Rufus. King Rufus. Oh, he's a Gobbo. Okay. He just finished breathing a sigh of relief that once again the sun had returned. Small basket floated ashore. He and his group of his Gobbo subject. Oh, this is finding him. Okay. Naturally assumed he must be early leader in the annual, the M word you can't say no more, right? Crocodile basket race. But what happened? Where's the bad guy at? Although some of Gobbos, he's always known as Mr. Fun Socks or Choo Choo McBoogie. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Some interesting reading here. Since he was a crocodile, they began to call him Crocodile. But then someone thought of a clever new name for him, Croc. Although to some of the Gobbos, he will always be known as Mr. Fun Socks or Choo Choo McBoogie. All right, fine. PS2, $299 for what? Oh, when it launched? That's right. PS2. That is it. $299? What was it? What was the first one? Interesting. Yeah, we're sure the Gobbos aren't humans. Right, Avian? Someone was high coming up with this, right? Let's see. Time of great rejoice, blah, blah, blah. Croc was healthy. King Rufus was happy. Then Croc grew. At the start of each year, it was weird little okay, so it's explaining what some of these things are, like the soup spoon or whatever it was. Okay. Nice. In one fantastic growth spurt, Croc grew as tall as 3 Gobbos, stacked on top of each other. Started eating like crazy. 50 buckets of peas, why not? Simple game of patty cake with friends would lead to multiple contusions and internal bleeding. All right. Here we go. Here's the bad guy. The Gobbos had long told stories of Dantinis? Of the Dantinis. Why couldn't I put that? I was playing the game in my head with Sesame Street, where the typewriter comes out and starts putting the 2 words together, and they slowly come into one word, and I couldn't figure out where the split was. Didn't know where the syllables were. The Dantinis, a band of villains known for far and wide. All right. Wanton looting and marvelous singing voices. Baron Dante. Okay, so we're dealing with the Dantinis and Baron Dantini. Dante. Does that mean it's Dantinis? Is that how you say Dante? Is it that Dante, not Dantini's? I think that's it. A great Jawa band, says Tondagosa. The Utinis. You're right, Rack Flag. Careful. This is a family-friendly show. Oh, my gosh. He teleswiped the gong that's set in the center of the village and it rang, summoning Beanie the Bird. He appeared immediately, and King Rufus instructed her to whisk Croc away for safety. All right. Oh, you're our only hope. Rufus looked at Croc. You're our only hope. Love it. Magic sparklies. Magical sparklies. Okay. All right. Okay. A little backstory there. That's the reason why I was like, oh, look at this. I like that. Look at the controller there. It's pretty cool. Saving, quitting a game, throw it, rage, move, attack. Nice. Okay, so select camera height. Okay. Activate Croc Cam. So that's the why. Interesting. So that's the one where you kind of move around. But the other kind of sets the height. Okay. Certain boxes can be pushed. But what about the balloon? Monkey bar mode. Oh, cool. Swim mode. We're going to get swim too. Oh, there's an analog controller. Croc Legend Gobbos supports the Sega Saturn analog controller. This allows an amazing freedom of motion when playing. Lies. Default settings for the analog controller is the same as the standard. Exception analog pad is used to move Croc. Game structure. You must make your way through 4 islands that make up the Gobbos archipelago. I said it right. Find as many little friends as you can. Each island is protected by 2 guardians. Once innocent inhabitants have been transformed by Baron Dante's magic into fearsome allies. Okay. Secret levels. There are 8 such secret levels. Score. Interactive elements. White crystals. Color crystals. Smash boxes. Push boxes. Extra lives. Keys. Balloons. Here we go. These carry you to point. Hold on tight and enjoy the ride. Well, they didn't carry me nowhere. I like jumped on it and just went. Am I supposed to hold the jump button down or something? Unsure. Let's try it again. Now you know more about Croc than you did when this began. Chickaboom! Gobbos! Not very informative on that. I know. But we did find out a little bit about the backstory, right? All right, so now we know the camera thing. So we just hit the camera. Got to hold the camera function down, though. Okay, so that's those 2. I'm assuming it's still moving. Yeah, still moving. All right. I'd be able to hit that from there? I don't know. No, I could move it closer. Wink. There we go. That might help me a little bit. Duh. Where's that? There it is. All right. I'm going to wait again. One more time. Croc is very well voiced. I love his little noises. Oh, I did it again. Keep wanting to press that. Keep wanting to press the B button. I mean the A button. Oh, just open the door. Nice little clouds coming up when he moves stuff. Well, as far as that'll go. Okay. There it is. All right. I think we can get it from here. Oh. I might be too close. Might be too close. Oh, come on. Come on, Croc. Oh, look, he's got little pads on his feet. Cute. Oh, there it is. Got little cute pads on his feet. There we go. I got it that time. All right. That's what you got to do. All right. All right. Let me get practiced up here. This door shut? The door's shut. Maybe I can get. Maybe there's something up here that I need. Splat. Nope. Guess I'm just screwed on that part. Burp, burp. Oh, neat. When you go through the door, you kind of get like a top cam. That's like the highest camera I've seen. Of course, it's like it's glitching hard trying to render it though, right? All right, so right here where the shadow is, I'm gonna jump and hold. I'm gonna pull back. Just doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. I don't know. That's a challenge for another day. Oh, don't jump off? I have no choice. I have no choice to Wraith. As far as I can tell, do I need to face in a different direction, possibly? Can you like fly across the edge or something, maybe? Because every time I jump, it automatically starts going forward. I don't touch anything that way. Yeah, I don't know what the race is. I don't know. I was thinking about trying that though. Let's try it. Oh, look, it finally stopped moving. Oh, it's gonna start moving now though, because I almost touched it. Now this works. No, it stayed in place. Comment now, it definitely will. Grr. There we go. Chutzpah. All right. Let's try facing sideways and see what happens. Now, all I'm doing is just hitting the jump button, right? Yeah, automatically takes me towards that area. I'm assuming I gotta do something like maybe there's a fan blowing or something I gotta turn, but I screwed those boxes up. I wonder if I can get back in. Probably should have went the other way. We'll find out in a minute. I may be able to go back. Hopefully that'll reset the room. I guess I gotta go back because I need a key, right? Unless... What'd that do? What'd that do? Azoo! That's what I gotta do, leave and come back in, reset the boxes, I hope. That seems to be in the same spot. Is it? Maybe not. Yeah, I think that reset. Yeah. Good job, Crocky. Good job, Crocky. Get this reset too. This time, don't curse splat the box. Oh, still not there, man. I was able to pull it though. I was able to get up there. Really, Brian? Don't you know how to try? Oh no! It's this guy. Oh no, he didn't get me. I didn't get the chomps. All right. Now this has stuff in it. The previous one did not. I see you, Gobbo. Come on, buddy. Oh no, he got. Now the other one is. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Wow. That's fun. Where am I supposed to go though? A nice little fun thing to do. Look at that. All right. Oh, he's going to get me. He's going to get me. Oh, I fell to the crack. What? I fall through the crack. My Kraken. Croc's got some pretty good vert. I'll give it to him. Crystals, crystals. I know, Rooster, right? Stupid pipe monster. Look here, pipe monster. You're not going to believe this, but the PlayStation version is easier. Because it's not so close up. Oh. Be a little further back, maybe? Huh. I gotta be moving, I suppose. I don't see where I achieved anything new in here. I'm just not sure what the balloon thing does. I mean, it just seems to take me down immediately. Do I need to like crawl across the edge here or something? I don't think so. I think I'll fall. I must be missing something though, right? I mean, just like I fall immediately. Okay, so maybe the problem is I'm holding the jump button. Maybe I just need to hit it and let go of it. Because the only thing I've been doing is when I jump, I hold the jump button down. Like I need to hold on or something. No, maybe I'm too heavy. Maybe I gotta shrink down or something. Sector 7 says, so Argonaut Software helped develop Star Fox. Correct. Argonaut and Nintendo. Argonaut was very much impressed Nintendo early in his life cycle. And eventually, Nintendo parted ways, if I had to guess, because Argonaut was also developing stuff for other platforms. And so they actually hired away some of the employees. I guess they thought the talent was there and they just hired them away. But I think it may have been some of the visionary stuff as well that was important that they lost. Oh no, I don't have a key, do I? Oh no, I gotta leave that little Gobbo here? I'll have to come back for that Gobbo? Oh, I expect the keys are probably in here. Oh, did I get all the crystals? I think I have 5, right? Okay. Must be a key on the other side. That's something I don't understand yet. Look at that. We're in our first place here. Sector 7, yes, they helped develop Star Fox, and they did Star Fox 2, and then Nintendo unceremoniously never released it. Never released it. Deadeye's Americi. I like that anyway. That reminds me of I'm Afraid of Americans by David Bowie. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday, wherever in the world you are. Oh, hi, Kara. Are you back already? Or have we been playing that long? Oh, we gotta hit. Oh, I see. I'm gonna push these. I gotta hit them. So it's kind of whack-a-mole or whack-a-lamb. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, that was interesting. I think I failed at that. I don't think I quite got that. Okay. Bouncies in that one. All right. Go for an hour. So we've been having a good time, Kiara. Hope you had a good workout. I have a local gym I need to join. It's just right up the road. I've been talking about doing it. Probably do it on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Just got to get on it. Who's ready? Are you ready to take me someplace, Mr. Bird? Well, sprinkle your sprinkles on me. Let's go. Yeah. Gong. Right, Sector. They continue to develop for Nintendo, just nothing first party, right? That's because, yeah, the relationship had been severed. Not good. He's definitely mad about it. So Argonaut ceased to exist, like, what, around 2007 or something like that? And Founder relaunched it in 2024. I think the only project I've seen so far is the Croc remaster. I think it's just they're just updating the controls and the graphics. So the gameplay, and I'm assuming the music, maybe they'll elongate some of it, because some of it you notice loops a little ungracefully sometimes. But just quality of life stuff. It's going to be available on all platforms, including PC, which the original Croc game was too. Came out for the Saturn. And then it was originally developed for the Saturn. And then they ported it over to the PlayStation and the PC, which came out a couple years after that. And PC, of course, looks very good in comparison. The Sega does not suffer as much from the jitter as the PlayStation did. But you know, it It's a little closer in the camera. Look at that. Greg for Walkman resubscribed for 52 months. They've been subscribed total for 65 months. I think that is only topped by 66 or 68 months with Kit London. So thank you so much, Greg for Walkman. I hope you get a chance to come hang out with us on Friday when we do our community event to say thank you to all our supporters, whether they be on Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, wherever you are, on the Discord server. Just a celebration of our community. So Mission Deep community server, be doing that Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Probably going to play some Jackbox party games. Could possibly something else. Could be some Rift Tracks games instead. Haven't really decided. Or who knows? Maybe we'll feel super retro and we'll do some, maybe some more Commodore 64 European version of Trivial Pursuit for the Commodore 64. Who knows? Or maybe I'll bring back down the Midway Arcade Greatest Hits. No, it's not. It's something like that. Midway for the PlayStation 1. If I get my memory cards in for the PlayStation 1, I may do that because there's a trivia game on the Midway Arcade. Thank you so much, Bragg Flag, for resubscribe or subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much, Bragg Flag. Thank you. Welcome in. Already been here, but thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. It's all primed. Yeah, we're at 4,000 watch hours yet, Tex. That's a great question. We should check that over on YouTube. If you're not doing that, that's something that we've also had a lot of help with as well. Led up by our good friend Tex, who's getting their own streaming stuff going here as well. Let's take a look real quick on that and find out. We'll get back to some Croc here just in a second. I've been wanting to watch that new movie the Duffer Brothers have done for Netflix. I am not sure. What's it called? Interstate Love Song? That's not it. What's it called? I'm looking up stats. Somebody help me stat with my question about what the crap that Duffer Brothers thing is. What is that? Oh man, I can't remember. That's right. Almost time for a new month. Bragg Flack, almost time. Looking at our last Friday here coming up this week. Oh, look at that. Look at that text. It says, now sometimes this takes a couple of days to process through, but I think there may be a time for some celebration because it looks like we're over the 4,000 watch hours. Now, sometimes that takes a couple of days to come up, but look, we already are the YouTube partner level, which we got to 3,000 watch hours, and now we'll get to add to that, and we'll get a little bit of more action and more stuff for our community. We could probably celebrate that on Friday. Maybe that would be one of the things we do. Maybe I can set up a couple of things here if I get the time. I hope I do. All right, so that's perfect. Excellent. Thank you guys. We did it. We'll celebrate proper on Friday when we do our community event. That robot movie, nailed it, Bragg Flack. Robot movie, The Burrows. Does nobody know? Kara says I have been binging a show so much for the past 2 months that I had to take a break and watch movies. Take a break, absolutely. Memberships, baby! Yeah, gonna get some memberships on our YouTube. I'm very excited. What's the name of that stupid movie? What is the name of the movie? The Duffer Brothers, the Stranger Things people. I've been wanting to watch it. Can't even remember what it's called. What is the stupid thing called? Got Chris Pratt, and it's got Millie Bobby Brown. What is the stupid thing called? Electric State. Thank you, Before Take Girl. That's it. It just came out. It's not reviewing well, but I can't wait to check it out. Because it's not always have to review well. It can be crap. It can be crap. It's fine. Big deal. It was that robot movie. That's right. I love some robot movies. It reminds me of how I felt about when I first saw the trailers and stuff for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I really enjoyed that. So I'm sure it'll be crap. I'm sure it'll be crap, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And meanwhile, let's have a little fun with some more crocking. Crocking this up. Anybody else big Croc fans out there? Oh, some new characters. Hey, we finally get to see the bad guy. We're about to have a mini boss fight. Oh, look. He grew it. Look, he's got a little star on his... He runs like a weirdo. I love it. He runs like a weirdo. I love it. Oh, look, gotta love a good mohawk. Oh, look, we're starting to get some variation in gameplay here. Oh, look at... So we're learning a little bit here. Oh, look at the depths of that. That looks so scary. Look how scary that looks down there. Holy cow. I don't remember it being so terrifying. Oh my. Oh, look at the depths of nothing. Scary. Much better than Craven. I know. Craven, we just watched that this past week for Film Sack. That's my second viewing of Craven, like in about, what, in 2 months or something like that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's like this. I wasn't expecting much from Craven. And it gave me just that. Matter of fact, it gave me a little more than I thought I was going to get. Because there was actually some pretty cool stunt work in it. Some really cool scenes that... Do I dare risk? Look at that. Look at that down there. That dark... Oh, it's moving. Oh, that's scary. Oh, no. I tried not to over jump. And I ended up jumping too short. Too short. Oh. Lost all my crystals. Poor Tank Girl says, in reference to It's So Craven, it was shot to CW pretty people with clean, perfect clothes, like her Janet Jackson black dress with shoulder pads. Yeah, if you were a Craven fan from the comic books, Marvel Comics, I definitely think you would have a problem with Craven, because it's not, there's not like a lot of really good costuming or anything like that. It's fine. But I don't judge anybody for not liking it, because it's not great. Never heard of Craven and didn't know any Easter eggs. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was terrifying. I'm not going to get those crystals. Wait, is this the right way? I hear somebody laughing. Who's laughing? He's laughing at me. We're all going to laugh at you. Nope. Right into the... Oh. Let me tell you about Croc's turning radius. It ain't good. Oh, do the heart first, says the Wraith. Yeah, you're right. That's what I should have done. You're right. Because I just lost, I'm going to lose crystals. I have to go collect them again anyway, right? But yeah, that's how I feel about Craven. If you want to hate Craven, you can hate Craven. If you want to like Craven, you can like Craven. I can see the argument for both. I don't think anybody's going, that's my favorite movie ever, but... Oh. Ah! Woo! That was scary. Now, this is much more open. This gives you more opportunity to move around than, like, the first Crash Bandicoot. Oh my gosh. How did I miss that guy? It's not open world, but, you know, it feels openish. It doesn't feel like you're in a corridor, right? Or a trail like you did in Crash Bandicoot. You know, if like it was on a rail or something, right? They mock you, sir. Uh-oh. It's our first mini-boss. It's our first mini-boss. Oh, no. I have a feeling I should have... I have a feeling I should have... Oh. I feel I should have kept those crystals a little closer at hand. Oh, he's hurt. Okay, now you have to wait for him to tire out. Oh no, give me that one crystal. I can't get around to it. It's turning radius is terrible. It's terrible turning radius. This is kind of giving me the I said Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, but it's not that. It's giving me Kingdom Hearts vibes. Ah! Oh no, he turned away. Oh no! Oh, he got me and I fainted. Croc is such a fainter. Oh, he's such a fainter. Oh no, I actually died. Look at that, I died for the first time. I don't think I've ever seen the kill screen, or I don't remember it. I don't remember it looking like this. Maybe it's different on the PlayStation. I hate when I faint. Right? It's like a kid. He's like a kid. It's running around, poor tech girl. Like goodness, fell out. Oh, game over, man. Garrett confirms, I have spent so much time playing games, listening to film sack. It's insane. That was fun. I like that. We still got about 30 minutes, I think, but we have an ad break coming up. I've paused them as many times as possible. So in a few minutes we'll have an ad break, and then we'll get back to some crocking. Crocking and a rocking. Let's go ahead and run it now. So I'm gonna run the ad real quick, and we'll meet back here. We'll still be here. If you're already subscribed or whatever, or you got the boost, whatever, you won't see the ad. But if you're on Twitch is forcing me to do the ad because we've agreed to their thing where there's no ads for people who come in and no pre-roll ads and all that crap. Anyway, let's do it. But yeah. So I'm really enjoying. I just needed a reason to get my Sega Saturn back out. I ordered a all right, look at Greg for Walkman negating ads for some. Thank you so much, Greg, for Walkman. Kara Strings got the ads gone. Mayor McCheese, the Wraith, yes. Bloodshot Tell, and Trill Root. Thank you so much, Greg, for being a hero. And that's the reason why we celebrate our communities on Friday, because of people like Greg for Walkman. And now the ad's starting. The ads are so weird. You tell it to run, and it's like, we're going to run it when we get ready to. Meanwhile, here's King Rufus, as we learned earlier. After the movie, I'll be finished watching. I'll be taking a shower. Then when I get back, another movie. Yes, Kara. That's what I love me some movies, man. I love me some movie. Anti-ad. Look at that. Greg doing his part to make it a little better world. Look at that. I think I might fire up. I'm trying to figure out if I would prefer to fire this up. So if I fire up Croc on my Batacera, which is it's basically a RetroArch with emulation station. If I fire that up, then we can do retro achievements. However, if I fire up the Mister, we can get a truer experience to the game, and we can use our nasty, gross, need some retro brighting original PlayStation controller. Because remember, oh, hi, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We was just talking how we want to play a little bit more of Croc. We're trying to figure out if we want to play it on the Mister. So if you've got a preference, we can either do Batacera, where we can use retro achievements, because there's some retro achievements for Croc. Or we'll have to be playing it. The sad part is I've only got my PlayStation 5 controller hooked up to the Batacera machine, so we'll have to go that route. Or we can play with the official PS1, right? Right, the Wraith. Luckily, this is my controller, so it's fine. It's fine. But yes, gross. It needs some retro bright. Shankbuster, oh hi. Oh, hi. Baby Croc, right before Tank Girl? Don't you love Baby Croc? Let's watch this trailer one more time on the Sega Saturn. Let's watch this trailer one more time and watch Baby Croc now that we kind of know the story a little bit better. Baby Croc was in some kind of crocodile shorty race. Oh, it's just going to go into a demo. Honda says, true experience. I'm holding up pretty good. Having a little bit of fun with some Croc. Living a little bit of the memories, right? Living a little bit of the memories. Yes, long as your own crud. This is one I've had forever. This is my original PlayStation. I don't have many consoles from the original, but I do this one. So we're going to load it up on our Mister, which is loading up now. Let me see if I need to change that. No, it looks like it's on the PlayStation. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, let's watch this intro one last time on the Sega Saturn, and then we'll compare that quickly to the Mr. FPGA PlayStation version. Yes, maybe it'll show the opening, or maybe it'll show the show that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So Croc shows up. King Rufus of the Gobbos assumes. Also, he's got some stalkers, looks like. He assumes that Croc was part of a race. Croc is very upset. Croc is very upset. He's only got the one tooth. Oh, it fell right on that one tooth. It ain't good. Oh, they're racing. Kings let him win. Oh, they're learning martial arts. Oh, we got to tell us why. Oh, he knocked him right in the head. Oh, suddenly, Croc has a growth spurt. Oh, and King of the Gobbos is down. Now, we have a little bit of weird glitching right here. But we are essentially running a particular launcher. All right, there's our bad guys, right? The Dantinis and Dante. Dante and the Dantinis. I'm gonna go with Dantinis. Oh, he's got laser eye something. Oh, they're down. Look at the rainbow back there. That's nice. Oh, he's carrying a Gobbos. Look at that. The king says, hit the gong. And here comes the bird. He's going to take a crap on you. A magical crap. He's going to shrink you and give you a backpack. Backpack. Dante, Big Chin. Mohawk. Poor Tank Girl, I think we should dress up as Dante this Halloween. What do you think? Definitely some early fur render. All right, there you go. So that's that. So we're going to kick that off, and then we're going to switch over to our Mista. Got a reflex adapter plugged in, which allows us to play with our original controller. Also, the Mister has the ability to output to two sources. I can go through HDMI out, and also I can do a component or S-video or whatever. There we go. Okay, let's do the console auto boot. Have you been using this any? So you got your consoles here, but you also got this new console auto boot, which I think is pretty cool. With some of the more recent versions, gives you this PlayStation. Comes up with its own thing, own little BIOS thing. Pretty cool. Honda, can't wait. It could be like, going to Vegas. I wish I could go to, but apparently it's not working out. It's not working out. But that was the hope and the plan. All right, so there's PlayStation. Thought I was having trouble adjusting to it. And there's the Elgato. Austin Powers pinball. Why not? I know, Tonda. We're going to have to find a way to get together regardless. Not going to make it to Vegas, but we need to find a way. If I have to travel down there, or if we have to meet up at some pinball place or something, doesn't matter. We're going to see each other again this year. One day we'll get Brian Dunaway and go Buck. That's right. Let's do it. So unfortunately, there's a lot of screen size adjustments, and it takes my capture card a little bit of time to get caught up with that. So all these little videos and stuff in between means a renegotiation with the Elgato video card. I think I can set it to always be at one size, but I haven't figured that out yet. My brown bunny showed up in the yard early. Oh, he's so cute. Awesome, Forte girl. All right, here we go. Look at this. Now we're placed a little smoother animation, I think. Of course, this was the a little later. So this is all pre-rendered, right? So does look cleaner. Of course, this is coming through a Mr. FPGA, so I mean it's not. Oh no! It's pretty much the same story there. The question is, okay, so I already see one thing that's different for the PlayStation. I noticed this earlier. It's like there's no lighting on that. Is that my imagination? Because the other one was much different. Look at my filters here. Did I have the scan lines and stuff turned on? Let's take a look here. So another good thing about this as well is we're usually doing OBS is using some retro filters, but we also can do this. Display specific. I'm going to put it as, might have already been that. Yeah, I think that one looks better. It is missing some stuff, right? I'm not sure if that's the ROM or something else. But this is probably going to look a lot better because what we're doing on the other machine. First of all, the camera's pulled back, right? Pulled back much further. And this is a true upscale, right? This is much better. On the other one, I've got like, oh, got to have passwords though. So I guess they have a save and a password, so that's good. I don't think they had that on the Saturn. You'll notice I don't have much jittering. It's probably because the core is probably set to not jitter. So this is not the exact experience you'd have, but as far as the performance goes, it's going to be as good as you're going to get. The timing is going to be correct, which is why it feels good. No one can hack your game. But look how much better it looks being so much further back. It's so much easier to control. Music's a little bit better too. Sounds a little better produced. Agent John Rambo. Brian Dennehy. What's up? What is up? How is your Tuesday, Wednesday going? Hello. What's your fave game on the PlayStation? Favorite game on the original PlayStation? Oh, boy. That's a tough one. And you'd probably be mad if I said Croc. Wipeout's a good one. I'll have to go back and really dig through. I'll have to go back and really dig through to say for my favorite for sure. That's a good question. I don't have any standout favorites. Okay, so here's the problem on my PlayStation experience. When I got a PlayStation, it was the first time that I modified anything. And so I got a PlayStation and almost immediately modified it. At the time, Blockbuster Video was renting games. So I got a PlayStation and my friend got a PlayStation, and we modded both of them. And both of us had Blockbuster cards and computers. So our game on the PlayStation was ripping games. And that devalued every game that I had. It wasn't until I started purchasing games and forcing myself to limit my library that I started actually enjoying the games again. Because the game was just, modding a game system. Gaming the system of renting a game, and then taking it back that same day. I think there was like a difference between the couple days rental too or something, like if you rented it short time. So we were literally we had, I don't know how many games we had. We had so many games. We weren't playing none of them because we were just trying to do that. And then you had to patch some of them. So you'd rip the game, then you had to patch it, had to burn it. And then we would go through and we'd, find the cover art and print the cover art. We had a CD printer where you could print the graphics and stuff. So the whole thing was just a matter of really making games. So I didn't play many PlayStation games at the time. I did not make that mistake again. No other system did I make that mistake again. And I still have that kind of mentality with my game library, period. MagDoc, what is up? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Birdlaw, did I mention earlier that Birdlaw gave us a follow? Thank you so much for the follow. If I didn't, Birdlaw, MagDoc, welcome in, both of you guys. And hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday. We're playing a little bit of Croc. We were playing it on the Sega Saturn, the real deal hardware you see next to me. Oh, I was one short. Maybe I'll still get it. Playing this on their Mr. FPGA using the real deal PlayStation original controller. It wasn't until late in development before Croc started considering analog sticks for the PlayStation. Tonda says, in reply to my burn all games, but me and my brother played a bunch of weird games and imports because of that. I wish I had taken that approach. Like I said, I was really big. I hadn't had a console since my Sega Genesis. And after that, I got into the PC. And so most of my gaming was PC, and I was really enamored with just doing stuff on the computer, the PC. And so playing games and stuff, we were pretty excited about it. Mostly race games. What would do to mod? Okay, yeah. Agent John Rambo asked, "What would you do to mod them?" Well, you would order a mod chip, and it would take about a month to get there. I can't remember if we ordered them out of a magazine. I think, but it would take forever for the mod chips to get there, and it was a pretty simple mod too. I mean, it was chip, maybe 6 solder points, and it was all big chunky spots too, so it wasn't that difficult, but it was daunting to, got a new console system that wasn't cheap, and you're popping it open and you're soldering away and hoping that you don't screw it up. So I wish I could remember what the mod was, but Sony was constantly trying to fight that, right? So they were constantly doing stuff to try to defeat it. So whenever you get new games, they would try to, make it so those wouldn't run. Aha, Kersplat. Look at that. We got all the crystals so we can get into the secret areas. Right. So that's a good question, Agent John Rambo. How did I hear about it? I'm pretty sure it was through a magazine. Could have also been news groups. Those would have been the two resources we would have had at our disposal. Internet's still very early on. During that time, I think we had AOL. We were dialing up Oh yeah, dude. There were mags and AOL, right? Absolutely. BBSs. I don't think we did much of the BBS at that point. I'd done a lot of stuff on the B. Oh, on the guy got me. We did a lot of stuff on the BBSs with my mom's 386. Oh, look at this Jello stuff here. This is pretty cool. Shankbuster wants to know any conventions planned this year. So, all right. So I've got a trip coming up to Dayton, Ohio. But that's for a competition. In probably the upcoming weeks, I'm going to start looking at what's left. Maybe I'll go back to Dragon Con. I'm not sure. I definitely want to go to South Carolina Comic Con. These are all easy conventions to go to. There's usually a retro game convention I usually go to. And definitely going to do a Southeast meetup, which we got to start working on quickly. Oh, thank you for the follow, Agent John Rambo. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday. Rooster Booster says, yeah, PS1 was just a chip. GameCube needed a disk drive size change. Whole new lid. PS2 was easiest with a swap disk feature. Oh, the PS2 swap disk wasn't too bad. I ordered this action replay cart, and I think it was a 3-in-1. And so I had to flash it because the part that I needed wasn't in it. So I had to do the swap disk trick on the Sega Saturn. And that was horrific. The PlayStation swap disk isn't too bad. But I'm going to tell you now. Splurge. I think it was, I got the action replay cart during the pandemic, and it was hard to find these just to begin with. And it was either 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, but essentially it wouldn't allow you to play your burned games. So I had to use the disk swap method to be able to update by the cart. And this one was hard. PlayStation 2 is easy. This one was a nightmare. So if there's not a pandemic going on, please get the 4-in-1. It's a few more dollars. Not many, though. Not many. PS2 later had a swap disc too with a spring. Nice. Now, my second experience with modding was after doing the PlayStation. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Of course, I do it now, but that's only because it's just so much more difficult to get everything now. And I have such a breadth of things I want to learn. But the Xbox was the next one I did. There was some soft mods, and you could load up Linux on there and with the hard drive. And I enjoyed doing that because I didn't go nuts. I didn't make a bunch of copies of stuff. I was still buying regular games. I just like the added functionality of using Kodi and cheats and that kind of stuff. You leveled up. Good job, Agent. Right, Agent Rainbow. Got to have your hand in different angles. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Can you get it? Ooh, ah. So many better options now. Ooh, ha. Greg says, I was working for a company which included a lot of soldering. My soldering was very clean back in the day. Now it may be a little scary. True story. And we've got to, it's one of the projects we're working on as well. We got to get back to it. So behind me is my workbench, and I've stopped because I've been so busy, but I got to get back to my Commodore 16. I have a TED chip that was replaced, and I'm not sure if that was the problem, but this is our workbench behind me. And I need to get back to that. So I got to get my solder skills on too, because I probably have to desolder a couple of things. I have to desolder some stuff. We also get back to our 3D printing as well. Right now, nothing on the 3D printer. Even though we did last week print some really cool stands for our PlayStation 2 controllers for DualShocks. And I printed these out a while back. These are just I did not do a very good job. I got to go back and print these again because the supports were kind of junky. I need to go back and do it. But these nice little controls here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Artur Narat. Thank you so much over there on the YouTube, I'm assuming. But yeah, see, nice little controller thing. Holds it. Are you Jeffrey Epstein with cameras everywhere? No, sir. I just like having a camera on everything. So I could quickly get to it. But we got our overhead cam as well. This one will actually roll around and stuff. Let's see here. Let's see. You want to take a look at there's the best shot right there, right in my hands. Boom, right there. Let's see. Yeah, this is the I got this one not too long ago, and it's hilarious because Scott got one first, and he was it was hilarious because he didn't take the sticker off of it. And it was all blurry and stuff. Oh, it made me laugh so much. But I eventually took I got one as well, and I was like, hey dude, you take the little sticker off there? Because I didn't when I first started. You don't follow his toaster cam? It's exciting. That's not a bad idea. I need that lens cover to Wraith. Absolutely. Uh-oh, what's you encourage? You probably have a camera. Oh, yeah, I would love to have a camera on my toaster. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so there's a balloon here, but we haven't had a lot of luck with balloons. The instructions don't give much instructions. It just says grab the balloon. But the last time we grabbed the balloon, all it did is we just fell to our death. And I have a feeling that's what's about to happen again. But we were on the Sega Saturn. So let's take a look here. Oh, what do you know? It went. Now the Saturn, we couldn't get across that area. Interesting. Will it be toast, English muffin, cheese bread, says Before Tank Girl? Heck no. I want to get one of those. I'm going to get us one of those pancake makers. One of those very French pancakes. No, how about a Belgian waffle? That's even better. Yeah, so it's never waffles. It'll be waffles. We'll do some Belgian waffles, some crepes, some creepies. What's wrong with waffles? Nothing. They're just pancakes with oh, that's interesting. So that kind of just stop. The pancakes, waffles are just pancakes with syrup holes. Let me tell you what's the most delicious, non-nutritious thing that I've ever had. McDonald's McGriddle. 2 pancakes infused with syrup, wrapped around with sausage. Was it? Did it come with cheese? That seems disgusting. Does it come with cheese? Sausage, bacon, and egg. Waffles have some crunch to them. True, that's true. Not just pancakes. You're right. You're right. Scotch pancakes. I think this is a little easier to play, or maybe it was getting better. Don't eat McDonald's, Sector 7. Let's take a real quick look at a McGriddle. One of the worst. I mean, it's just the worst. It's the absolute worst idea anyone has had. It's a breakfast sandwich for McDonald's featuring 2 maple-flavored griddle cakes. They call them griddle cakes because they have their pancakes with... they've got syrup in them. A folded egg, like that matters. A choice of meat, I always go sausage. Oh, I think you can get sausage. I'll get sausage and bacon. Sausage and bacon. Let's just take a little quick look and see what wonderful calories you might find. Now, this is a beautiful piece of art here. I have never had a McGriddle that was in this good a shape. These almost look like light and fluffy donuts. That's not it. That's not what you get. Not what you get. They are not. They're absolutely not paying me. Clarified butter? What the hell is clarified butter? Pasteurized, processed American cheese. This is what we want to see, though. I want to see this nutritional summary. 430 calories, my ass. There's no way that's only 430 calories. Oh, they're delicious or curious, aren't they, though? Oh, they're so smashed and greasy. Bird Law, you know it. They smashed them things. Oh, there's M's on the pancakes? I would have never guessed it. There's no way it's only 430 calories. I had to eat one of those things. I can't move for like about an hour. Total sugar's 15 grams. This is all bullshit. There's no way. There's no way this stuff is 215 milligrams. Cholesterol. Trans fat 0. I can't believe this is bull. This thing's worse than this. There's no way. This actually doesn't even look that bad, right? It's like, oh yeah, it's a full meal. Guess it's not too bad. That's crap. I'm not buying it. 15 grams of sugar? That's less than a candy bar. Come on. Ain't no way. That's lies. Ain't no way. I'm gonna need some proof. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. What are the real ingredients? I'm not buying it. 75% sugar. Right, the Ray says, is that per bite? Yeah, there's 8 servings in that, I think. 8 servings, that's how you get you. I bet they have crickets and wood pulp in there, says Agent John. Absolutely. Rooster says, hopefully. Stadius, what's up? What does it look like when Beavis and Butthead made it for you, right? Oh, my God. I love them, though. They're just so delicious, family size. Oh, it's definitely way more than 4. I've had 430 calories. If that's not how you feel after eating 430 calories. All right, so we're doing our PlayStation controller here. So on the Sega Saturn, you only have two trigger buttons. These have 4, so you can do your little side step here, which is what the other does on the Saturn. Then you also have this small angle of a vertical rotation, right? And that's your jump. Okay. Oh, all right. So that's your Croc cam there. A lot more room for Croc cam in here. At least faster too. Maybe it says faster. Okay. All right. Greg Falkman says you check your insulin after each bite. Beavis is a good cook. You're not wrong. You should check it out if you like comedy. Oh, look at here. Let's see. Oh, did we mess this up last time? I think we did. No, we didn't. All right, so we just got to go get the key. I think the music's got to upgrade. Of course, we do know that the father of the PlayStation is also the father of the sound system for the SNES, right? So of course it's gonna sound good. Yeah, I think this may slap a little harder than the Sega version. I could be totally wrong. I'll have to go back and check. Here it's side by side. Yeah, the lighting on this Croc looks a little bit better, doesn't Rooster Booster? I'm trying to figure out. The other one looks very dark, even though this one has some rendering errors. But I've always heard that the Sega Saturn version was kind of glitchy. It was the first one. First one released. Oh, I stomped him. Look at that. Hey, Mo! Geek Boy 400, thank you for the follow and welcome in. I hope you're having a good oh, there's a balloon over there. Hope you're having a good oh, he came back. There's still slow down when you lose the crystals on both versions. I can get up there to the balloon there. Is there a hidden area or something here? Or maybe you go in a different area, maybe? Hey! Get out of here, Gobbo. Go on, Gobbo. In Kutaragi. So there's a great game, Gran Turismo Rooster Booster. I love me some race games, especially during the PS1 era. I was racing a lot of things. I loved Gran Turismo and stuff. I love all those kind of games. I just love race games. They're so chill. You get over here to this balloon. I like little steps, little donk, 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 donk. Let me see. Maybe I can look at it. Is it this button? There it is. Oh, there's a door over there. All right. Oh, where does it go to, though? You'll get a balloon. Where does it go to? Is that just so you don't receive fall damage or something? Not sure. Not sure, yo. But hey, you know what? We're having a lot of fun playing some retro video games, playing Croc this week for the Play Retro Show, where we talk about retro games. Got some Sega Saturn stuff. Playing the Mr. FPGA, doing some PSX. And this Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing our community event to celebrate you guys. Maybe play some Jackbox games. Play some riff tracks. Haven't really decided. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, I had all them crystals in my pocket and my backpack. And what do? Blow it. He doesn't jump as far backwards, by the way. Covered that more than once. Oh, why am I so bad about jumping on the platform? How many more lives do I have? All right, I'm not taking any more chances. The shadows are about the same too. You do see like the jittering though. You see that little triangle underneath there? See that little jittering and stuff? I don't have enough, do I? Only got two of the color crystals I need. Shazam, there's another Gobbos. We're gonna save all these darn Gobbos. It is a big advantage to be able to have a FPGA type solution. I mean, because the Sega Saturn didn't have an HDMI output, so upscaling to something a little like 1080. We're streaming this at 1080, so definitely has an advantage to using the Mr. FPGA, like the real hardware, but it has a much better. Dog is barking. Much better upscaling. There's the sheep. They have blue eyes here. Do they have blue eyes in the other one? I have it saved. But you can, like I said. So, I ordered a couple of memory cards for my PlayStation, my original PlayStation. And there's another part to this story as well. Now, we are playing this on the Mr. FPGA. It's convenient. And we can get the real nostalgia we need from using the real controller. My original real controller that's all needs some retro brighting. But a friend of mine, he has the rest of my system. So I bought a new PlayStation, but it's not modded. Say new, I mean, it's old. But he has the original one that I modded. Hopefully he can get it to me this week. It's in storage. He's going to try to get it to me this week. And hopefully I can play some Croc. I ordered another version of Croc because I have a copy somewhere. The greatest hits one. I have a greatest hits version. I ordered an original. The original release. It doesn't have the green side strip that says greatest hits. Like to play that. But I don't know if it'll arrive in time. So I want to play on the real hardware. The Ray says still working. The Wraith confirms, yeah, I bought the original Gran Turismo as an import to avoid the UK 50 Hz slow version. That plus the first analog controller made for an expensive, for an expensive moment back in the day. Absolutely, it did. Yeah, Gran Turismo wasn't that like how many discs was in that? Like 3 or 4? Is that right? It was a big game. What video broadcasting program are you using? Says Agent John Rambo. I want to stream yours. Is very simple. Yeah. It is OBS. So I've got an Elgato capture card. I've used a USB one forever. Worked just fine. But I have a 4K in my system. Plugs in through PCI Express. But I never do 4K. So it was fine with the USB version. USB 3 works just fine. Captures fine. Matter of fact, it's got a little bit of better advantage because it doesn't take quite as long to switch between the screen size changes like when we get a lot of times with the Mr. FPGA. Doesn't always happen in other systems because, when you watch a video, it may be a different aspect ratio and size than the actual game itself. Okay, so I got, so Agent John Rambo, you don't have to even go that far. If you have just a single PC and you want to do some retro streaming, if you got a fairly decent modern PC, doesn't have to be nothing spectacular. OBS captures, Windows captures. Matter of fact, that's how we're doing all of this, where I'm capturing the browsers and stuff. Just doing that in the same PC that I'm streaming from. So if you get RetroArch, now if you want to do systems and stuff, you have like real hardware and stuff, it gets a little more complicated. You have to have a capture card then, but you can pick up. I know a lot of people who just do the little cheap things, little USB 3, 20, 30 bucks. Some people seem to think they're all right. They usually have like a little component plug. So if you just got like a regular system with regular component plugs, component, right? Or composite, S video, one of those three. S card. Yeah, you have a great PC. Oh, you're good to go. Oh, you have. I want to use my Xbox. Absolutely, that's a great way to go. There's a lot of great adapters that you can actually just HDMI right out of that bad boy, unless you want to use component, which I have both. And then a little USB capture card. I like the Elgatos. If you don't mind spending like about, 100, 120 bucks or so, 100 and something like that, you can get a USB capture card. Probably can find one used, even if you wanted to, if you wasn't sure if it's something you wanted to do. But they're usually about the same price. That's how I started. All those years ago. Yeah, OBS was the hardest part. Yeah, about 140 or so. Yeah, let's use about how much it costs to get started. Got to get you an HDMI adapter for your Xbox, and then a capture card. OBS is free. OBS is free. It's plenty of videos out there on how to do that on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, I've seen plenty of people do the little cheapo cards. I mean, for the most part, you're not going to notice a big difference, especially when you're starting. Oh yeah, still working. That's right. The Wraith, is it still working? Referring to my original modded PS. Yes. Last time we put it in storage, it was working. I'm hoping that's still true. They're pretty durable. Unless the laser is gone. I've got an extra laser. So what you gonna do? Save that game. Game progress 4%. Yeah. Oh, see, I forgot about this part. I have not shown you this part. So we've been going through, and every time you see Croc up here, you may not have paid attention, but at the top is the different chapters, right? So here's different little areas here. We could go back to one if we wanted to. But this is the part with the sheepses. Babe and Zib, what is up? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday, wherever in the world you are. Wherever in the world you are. Well, this kind of looks like the, oh, that's right. We've done this level on the Saturn. Indeed, Fabian. Time to stretch. That's a good point. Man, I was sore yesterday. We got a I got an outdoor griddle for my birthday. And we had to pick that thing up. Is it a Blackstone? Is that right? I believe it is. And that thing's heavy. And I wish I had a stretched before, after, and during. Because I was sore, man. I was sore. Oh, man. Lost my crystals. Agent John, yes, absolutely. It's a nice outdoor griddle. I got some, I got some seasoning. So I got to season it this weekend. I'm very excited about that. First, I got to clean it. Then I got to season it. Clean it one time with soap and water for the last time. Then everything else is just flavor. So I've been told. Oh, yeah, Shankbuster, we got to do a McGriddle first thing. First thing we're going to do. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Get one of these cameras out there. I need a griddle cam so we can watch them griddles. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I like cooking all the things outside. I live in the southern part of the United States, so it gets hot. And so the air conditioning fights when you're trying to fights a lot during the summertime, right? So it must be hearts if you don't get the gobo. Mutt Train, so luckily the griddle where I'm at is undercover. And so that's good. If I decide to pull it out, I can. It's open but undercover. It's a good sign when chat and the hosts bring back a Joe. We do like the callbacks. We're all about the callbacks, baby. All right, so the question is, well, we had to fly on that balloon this time. We're getting better at this part. Of course, we learned a lot on the Sega Saturn. This is much more controllable, by the way. I enjoyed my time on the Sega Saturn, but I cut my one croc tooth on the PlayStation back all those years ago. I know, right? The morning stream is a bunch of gobos. Bunch of gobos. It is. We have a very intelligent community. Yeah, once again, it just goes straight down. I'm not sure what that's about, so I must be not doing something right about the balloon. We invented Snock. All right, there we go. I think I can flip. Can I flip? Or am I... Can I flip to the side in this version? Or am I thinking... I'm thinking of Mario. Oh, what Miyamoto would think of me. Doggeritos and boiled water. Yeah, you would. Oh. We'll have to get some griddles going on, though. That's right. Let's get a cook-off going on. Oh, no. Come on. Stupid Tusk rat, I think is what I called him. Oh, get away from me, Tusk rat. I still want to know what I'm supposed to do with that balloon. I need to look that up. Colors are just... I love the colors in this game. It's so vibrant. It's such a cartoon. Oh, we had so much fun last week talking about Rampage for the arcade. That, to me, growing up, was just a full-out cartoon. Rampage at the arcade. So good. I didn't know there was so many... Oh, that move? No. I didn't know there were so many... so many ports for the home consoles. I didn't know there was so many versions, too, of Rampage. I didn't know there was, like, World Tour... Universe Tour. Oh! Where's my water? Oh, yeah, I can see that. I forgot about that game. The art style? I forgot about that, 410 Girl. Where's my water? Was that a Disney game? That was a super cute game. Love this music, though, man. Yeah, it was Disney. Yes, I love this music so much, man. This is my jam. Of course, some of my favorite games have always been these kind of like semi kind of dark adventure. Like my favorite GameCube game, I can say this definitively. You asked earlier what was my favorite game on the PlayStation. I'm not sure. I've got to go back and look and search my soul. But if you ask me what my favorite game is on GameCube, no question. Luigi's Mansion. I love that game so much. I've played through it so many times. Just keep swimming, baby! Right before Tank Girl. Agent says, are you Comic Tank? Oh, yeah, Comic Girl. Yes, right. Before Tank Girl. Before all that. Bolognese? Bolognese sauce? It looks like it's just a flat surface over there. Now, we couldn't see the draw on the other side. So would I get hurt if I fell from here? Is that what the balloon is for? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let's try jumping down without the balloon to see if it would cause fall damage. Maybe that's the whole point. See, on the Saturn, you couldn't see over to the other side. So I thought there was a place to land. Oh, did I just land on... I randomly tried to fall off the edge to see if I could take some fall damage. And I land on the platform. What is the possibilities? Come on. All right, so the ad has started. So welcome in for those who are not on the or subscribed or have to something. Got to wait like a minute or so. We roll ads so that we can avoid the pre-roll ads at the top of the show, and so that everybody gets ads at the same time, so that we can break it up, right? Commercial about water, was it? That'd be great. It's the old movie trope, fall off the edge, and then you see them on a ledge. Yeah, exactly what it was for Tech Girl. I was like, I know I should be falling further than that. Should definitely be further than that. Well, let me tell you about my love for my Sega Saturn system here. I would love to have a Japanese model. They're a grayish color. And I just love how they look. I would definitely take... I definitely would. I need to look for one. That's what I need to do. I need to look for one. Art in there. Take a look real quick at the Sega Saturn Japanese. Now, my Dreamcast, my original Dreamcast is long gone. And are everybody back yet? Got like 15 more seconds. My original Dreamcast is long gone, and so I had to reorder one. And I found one. I was looking. I found a Japanese version, and I was like, hey, you know what? I think I'll do that because I know that I can boot on the Dreamcast. I can boot into what's it called? Codebreaker, I believe. You can burn a disk called Codebreaker, and you can just launch it. No real hard mod needed. That's not a bad price. Oh my god, that's not a bad price, and comes with 5 games too. Is this from Japan? FedEx International. Yeah, that's usually the only thing. I could wait. I'm patient. Welcome back. Welcome back. We didn't play any games while you were gone. We waited. We waited for you. We were looking at the. I was telling everybody in the chat that Sega Saturn US version is what I have here. I've always wanted to get the Japanese version, and it's not that expensive, really. I mean, look, this one comes with it comes with all these. It comes with games, like 5 games, $139, free international shipping. Comes with 2 controllers. I mean, it's not bad. Freaking Japan. Captain Caveman. That's right. Get on Avian. Learn some stuff. Talking about code breaking. That's right. It's getting freaky up in here. Gonna be some phone freaks. But we were talking about my Dreamcast is a Japanese version, and you can load up a burned copy of what's called Codebreaker and just put it right in the disc, and it'll bypass everything, and you can disc swap essentially, but not timed. You can just take your time. Codebreaker will tell you to put your disc in, or you can actually write ROM. You can write them with Codebreaker built in, I believe, where it just auto boots it or something. But anyway, it's pretty cool. But this is not a bad price. This is not a bad price. Is this pretty typical? Wow, look at that. $99 for a Japanese version. Why am I holding out on myself? Why am I holding out on myself? Why have I not ordered one of these? The Saturn has such a special place for me because all my systems growing up were Sega systems. And the only system I never had that was Sega was the Saturn. So going back and playing is this weird feeling of a nostalgia hole that I didn't have any nostalgia for because I never played. But it feels like I put all the gaming together. Ah. Oh, I didn't fall all the way though. That's not a fair test. So we're trying to figure out why the balloon just instantly goes down. And one theory is that fall damage would hurt me. Or maybe it's just it's our first introduction. I mean, it's kind of our first introduction to the balloon. We went to the no fall damage. So I guess maybe it's just an introduction to the balloon. Let me try it again. I'm missing something. Anybody else have an idea? Any ideas? I think it's just maybe a fast way down or something. I guess. I don't know. Ooh, my fave comic is New Gods. Yeah, that's a good one. Did we get the key? Now we gotta go up here and get the key. Wolverine's my favorite character. I just watched the other night. I watched X-Men 1.5. As you can tell, back here behind me are some big old CRTs, and I have a DVD VCR with HDMI out on it, and watched the X-Men 1.5 edition. And this is where we get our first look at Wolverine meeting Rogue, right? Disc 1-0. Trust a few. The future is here. Trust a few. Fear the rest. Ah! Spoon says, "Can before Tank Girl." I haven't watched a tick in forever. There we go. How many of these color crystals do we have? Now we have all. So we did it again. Let's do that first. We got a key though, right? That was like the thing we did. Let's go do the special thing. Let's go do the special thing. What do you think? I think it's a mighty fun idea, Brian. Thank you. I think it is too. All right. Oh, this A different color than the other, right? Yep. There we go. Got that one. Oh, he's back again. Well, I should have been doing it this way. Yeah, that's the way we should do it. I'm terrible at this. Holy Moses. I'm going to run. Croc has such a terrible turning radius. If it was a race game, it would be, oh my God. There we go. We finally did it. We finally unlocked it. I don't know at what speed you're supposed to do that. Abbott says, I knew DVD players eventually came with HDMI, but I didn't know you could find VHS players with that connectivity. Indeed, there's the key, by the way, behind the gong. It does. And you might be surprised. I am shocked. I am shocked at the level of clarity that is 480p on a CRT. 480p on a CRT looks fan-freaking-tastic. And of course, that's 480p, only like a 20. Because, I mean, that's a pretty large CRT screen. You don't want to get much bigger than 32, right? And this is a 29 or something like 28. And so it looks good. It looks good. So I watched my DVD copy of the X-Men 1.5. And there's more to love about it than to hate. I was worried I would be mad about it. Craig for Walkman says, and it's only 1,000 pounds. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. The race says, last night I watched Wolverine versus Batman. Oh, with Black Widow. And to Alfred's and Goblins. What? Watched Wolverine versus Batman. Now, do you remember the amalgamation? Was it a series? Was it a run? It was okay. So Marvel and DC occasionally work together. Like there was used to have like these big do you remember the giant size comics? They would have like Hulk versus Superman and basically Marvel versus DC stuff. And was it amalgamation? Amalgamation, is that right? It was one that was a Batman Wolverine thing. What was he called? That thing was so friggin' cool. What did they call that thing? It was Wolverman. Wolverine amalgam. It was amalgam is what it was called. All right, there we go. Yeah. Have you ever seen? Let's see if you've ever seen this before. This was an interesting time. Dark Claw was the name of it, and I had this comic forever. Legends of Dark Claw. It was a Wolverine / Batman by Amalgam. Looks like it's got A Comics like Atlas, I wonder, maybe? Unsure, but man, this was cool, man. I mean, Wolverine's dark, Batman's dark. Put them together, and you got the detective who stabs. Boom. Agent John says Wolverine is just a dark hawk, colored like Wolverine. Jammy, what is up? Jammy Jam says, oh yeah, DVHS tapes were available at up to 1080i, which was like 2002's equivalent of 8K now. True story. I've been looking for a good DVHS and VHS player, DVHS tapes. It's on my list. We also got some Laserdisc we occasionally do. We have a watch party over on a Discord server occasionally using our Laserdisc. I got a whole bunch of Disney movies, but I really love the cheesy stuff. Like I've got Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I've got who else is it? What's the other one I like? Oh, Demon Knight. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. So good. Love the soundtrack on Demon Knight. Such a good one. It sounds so good on my laser disc. Wolverman is just okay. Batman fought the Predator. Oh yeah, yeah. Batman fought the Predator. Oh, this is where we died last time on the Saturn. So let's see if we fare any better here. Yeah, I love Dead Media. That should be my name. Dead Media Dunaway. I love me some Dead Media, man. Got no idea. Oh, I got me some vinyl too. Jammy Jammer says, heck yeah, rocking the Laserdisc library and the mini disc. Now, the mini disc, I only have one mini disc, and I have no mini disc player. That is on my list as well to get back into my collection. I've had all of these different forms of media over the years. I've got a modest vinyl collection. Nothing to brag about. Oh, whew. My back jumps aren't that great. Didn't the last mini disc factory recently stop producing? Yeah, I think they did have it. I'm trying to remember. I say recently, but it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. If I looked, I'd probably be sad. I think PlayStation is cheating just a little bit and kind of adjusting my jumps, aka like Mario 64, because I don't think I landed there like it said I did. Yeah, they could put so much on a or Blu-ray. I've got a Blu-ray burner too. Agent, I've got, oh man, Blu-rays is huge. Greg Farley says, when you said Erasure, I was thinking Eraserhead. Not the same movie. No, Eraserhead is not the same at all. No. Definitely not the same. Jammy says, I've got some Lemon Demon mini disc and a Sony player without a battery. You can get a universal power supply with a barrel plug that probably fit it for cheap. Interesting. I would love that. That's awesome. I still have I have a Zune. And it only operates when plugged in. And I thought about it several times. I'm like, oh, should I find a battery solution for this? You have a Zune as well? Yeah. And yeah, Agent John, I love my Zune. I used to have the big brown hard drive Zune, you know, the big giant one. Oh, what a turd. Oh, it got me. Yeah, you got the 180 gig iPod, man. Yeah, but Jammy, guys. Yeah, I got where is my 1 or 2 mini disc that I have? Oh, now I got no Gobbos. No Gobbo crystals. Shy Guy Jeff, what is going on? Speaking of old Microsoft things, I've been wanting to get actual old hardware and run Windows 95. I have several around the year 2000 or so, 2002, and they run Windows 95, but it seems a shame to do it. I think I have one of them loaded up when Windows 98, I believe. But yeah, that's always fun. I have, oh man, oh no, I didn't do the thing. Oh, he's right on me. Why does this feel so much like, oh man. Oh, I'm just running right into him. All right, I've got no, oh my gosh, he just beelined it for me. I thought maybe I gotta kite this fool. I gotta kite him. Turning radiuses are terrible. There we go. All right, you get one hit and you gotta run. Gotta remember how to flip around. There's a flip. See if I could do it here. Oh man, he is on it. There we go. There it is. There it is. You got to do that O button. Oh. Got to kite him. Then you got to hit that O button. Flip around. Okay, flip around. Tail whip him. Oh, I jumped in his face. Oh my gosh. That is a oh my gosh. I'm so dead. There's a continue. Did we have a continue on the Saturn? I don't know what I just popped into on the chat, but covered in cat pee. Ah, yeah. Face. I jumped right in his face. Twerk at him. Oh, I can't believe it. Agent John says, Windows 95 piece sounds like a highway. Yeah. W95. Oh, I need to hug him? That's probably what I should have done instead for Tank Girl. Oh, yeah, the Wraith says, don't connect a Win95 PC to the net. So, the Wraith, you're right. Don't connect to the net. But there is something called the Proto Web, which is a... is it a VPN? Considered a VPN? Is that right? No, it's a proxy. It's a proxy. So, you can connect it to your network and then open just that port to go to that proxy. And what they have done over at ProtoWeb is they've recreated the internet from around 1995 to around 2000. Now, they haven't made everything, but they've done that. So you could use some of that stuff. There's ways around, you can still get some internet stuff, but you definitely got to protect yourself. Automod, roll out. Oh, what did Automod get somebody? It was you didn't say any crazy? That's what they all said. Habit says, I have an old G4 Mac that I want to put OS X onto, but I need to deal with the mess that the former owner left in it. Oh, no. Oh, no. So this is ProtoWeb. So if you're not familiar with ProtoWeb, you want to do some retro stuff, you want to get that Windows 95 feel. Yeah, baby. Well, they have it for you here. There's PCEM, which is a great way to do it. It's virtualization, essentially. It's pretty good because it virtualizes a lot of different CPUs. Of course, it's not as fun as having a real Windows 95 machine in your possession, right? With hardware and all, but come on. But yeah, you can use if you're just wanting to keep what you got, you can do RetroZilla, which is a ProtoWeb edition. So it is nothing more than a browser that is pre-configured to go on the old web. And let me see if I can extract it real quick, and we'll see if we can take a look at the old web. You can also just plug in the information, the proxy, into your browser as is and go that route. I'm a proto dweeb. You must be hacking the system. Proto dweeb. I'm going to ask Jeeves. I'm going to go Alta Vista. Greg, I'm going to go going to head over to Alta Vista. Jimmy says, I'm sorry, Jammy. Jammy Jamder says, I always wanted to have a PC and a Mac. Ooh, and a Mac G3 case. Yeah, the Mac G3. Oh, those are some sexy cases. I like those cases. I like those cases. Let me see. How do you launch this stupid thing? You know what I really don't like about Windows 11? There's many things, but one thing I definitely don't like is I don't like how it does an auto sort. And it automatically groups by things. I can't stand that group by crap. That group by crap. All right, let's see. Here's RetroZilla. All right, I got it. I'm firing it up now. Firing it up now. All right. Then we'll get a screen on it so you guys can see what it looks like in the RetroZilla. I think it comes by default. It has the proxies. There's also something called the old web and that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, yo. RetroZilla, is it up yet? It's doing some stuff. It's thinking. Oh boy, is it thinking. There it goes. Curious. No, I don't want to make it my default browser. And I'm not that insane. I'm not going to make retro. I'm going to make it my default. What am I crazy? All right, there we go. All right, so this is RetroZilla. Proxy up correctly. Yep. All right, so then we can go to the inode gateway. this is the proto web right here. So looks like the internet is back, baby. You can go to Yahoo. Check out the Yahoo. Remember that? Remember the old Yahoo? Oh, Habit, I really want to get involved with some of those, the C64 OS and stuff. You watch the video of a person putting their C64 online and using it to explore some modern BBSs. I've watched the videos on that too, and I would love to do that. Agent John, you should totally learn Linux. Linux is awesome. Jamie says, yeah, Windows 10 is gonna be my fast. Oh, screen moved. Microsoft OS. After this, I plan on moving to Linux. Or your last. I got you. Yes. That soundbite is Inspector J. Oh yeah, Yahoo! You gotta do that right. Yahoo! And if you haven't whipped the llama's ass lately, that's also in here. They've got you can install Winamp on the Proto Web if you get like PCM, and then you can listen to all the pirate radio stations out there. But if you want to see old RuneScape, how about real RuneScape, including banner ads and everything else? But they've recreated a lot of these from back in the day. You may remember the old Google. These are all functional as well. They work for the most part. Got your Shoutcast. Oh, it's been moved. Okay. Now they got Shoutcast here. I don't know if you remember this. This brings back any nostalgia for some people. Play these radio stations. Tune right in using your Shoutcast server. Make your own pirate radio. Get some live weather forecasts. Also have like Garfield and stuff, so it's actually kind of cool. Let me see. Does it go here? Yeah, this is a bigger, more comprehensive thing. So if you ever want to read Garfield, you can read Garfield right here. They've managed to make it so that you can read the latest comics through what used to look like. So based on open an unsuspecting pop-up window, that's fine. But you got all this stuff from back here in your fat cat. They basically have reconstructed this from the archive.org websites and stuff. It's pretty cool. So if you ever get a chance to check out ProtoWeb, you can go to ProtoWeb. What is it? protoweb.org. Is that right? Or is it? Yes, protoweb.org. And you can download the RetroZilla ProtoWeb edition. Of course, I already got the proxies in there for you, and you can just take a little cruise in the 80s. Or 80s. I don't think so. Try the 90s. Habit says you used to be able to get Winamp up until recently. True story. They had to pull it because they released the source code, then a bunch of BS happened, and there was a bunch of crap and everything else. Yeah, it went into an NFT platform, says Habit. Yeah. It got nasty and dirty. Jamie says, this just reminds me that they took down the Paul's Inc. website and all the Garfield Flash games they used to have. Yeah. I bet you could find those. There were 3 Croc mobile games. I've got to look in to see if I can do anything with those. I don't know if I can or not. I'm going to play Croc 1, Croc 2 this week for the Play Retro Show, our once-a-week podcast about retro video games played on Friday. I've been playing in bed at night before I go to bed. I've been playing a little bit of something I never played before, which is Croc for the Game Boy Color and Croc 2. This first one is your typical 2D side-scrolling platformer, and then Croc 2 is a Zelda-like. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, they're not great. They're okay. Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass. I do my banking on it. It's great for Walkman. Maybe it says, I was wondering if ProtoWeb was a parallel to Internet Archive Wayback Machine. So yeah, they back in some of that stuff off of there. Oh yeah, I'm so sick of Copilot. I do not want you to be my Copilot. You can kiss my Copilot butt. Yeah, that's right. Winamp, it does. The hindquarters is very whipping it. So I guess we have to go through again and do all this. I didn't notice all the chainmail and stuff this guy has. Hey, look. We've had a great time here. We've been streaming around 3 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll be back tomorrow night for some more retro gaming fun. Be sure to tune in as we play a little Croc 2 on the PlayStation. Probably doing a Mr. FPGA again. I'm probably get my analog sticks out for that one. Get my dual shock on. But we're going to do that. Avian, thank you so much. Thank you to our new followers, Fabian Zib, Geekboy400, Agent John Rambo, who's been in the chat room, chatted up, and good to meet you. Good to talk to you. Get to know you. MagDoc65, Birdlaw, who also was in the chat room for a good while as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Greg for Walkman gave out 5 community subs earlier to, so you don't have to watch those ads. Awesome. Bragg Flack gave us a sub with a prime. Thank you so much for that. Greg for Walkman kicked us off, I believe. Nope. Greg for Walkman did subscribe. Came in about 2 hours ago. Dead is American. I think that's how you say that. And Groovy Grape 64 gave us a follow. Tondagosa, maybe Tondagosa. Yeah, Tondagosa kicked off our subs this afternoon for 35 months. Thank you so much, Tondagosa. Tex, thank you so much. We finally did it. We made it to the 4,000 subs on YouTube. Check it out, The Brian Dunaway on YouTube. Gonna set up all the memberships and everything. We're on there, baby. We're set. Keep growing. Keep knowing. I don't know. But we're back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, playing some Croc 2 and having a good time with you. And thank you so much, Buzz Mfrog 84. Buzz Mfrog 84. Thank you for the follow this very minute. I hope you're having a good Tuesday, Wednesday, wherever in the world you are. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hey, look at that. Let's see. I was hoping maybe I don't see her. Night is Tuesday, though. I was thinking that girl Joey may be doing some Amiga stuff. I don't see her on, but I do see Pass the Plunger, another one of our over the pond friends. And they're playing some Tomb Raider on the Saturn. They're playing Tomb Raider on the Saturn. What a perfect way to jump in on Pass the Plunger. Great pass. I love Pass the Plunger. He also hangs out with Steve J. You may know him as well. Over the pond, retro gamer. They just started a YouTube podcast, I guess you'd call it, or YouTube about a bunch of retro stuff. Great guys. Love them. Pretty wholesome. Not a lot of bad language. We keep it kind of clean here. PG-13. Occasionally may drop a, oh no, that's a bunch of S, but that's about it. So we're going to raid in on our good friend, Pass the Plunger, who is playing some Tomb Raider on the Saturn, proving that the Saturn is capable of 3D. Agent John Rambo wants to know, are there roaches around? I hope not. But I did find that spider at the beginning of the show. Remember that? Oh, that was rough. Raid. Yeah, habit must be already be done, Joey. Put my Viking. Yeah, put your Viking hat on, fastidious. Hope you guys have a good afternoon. Thank you, Kiara. Hope you got some good workout in. Listen to your podcast. Oh, thank you so much, Buzz. Buzz and Frog's been listening to the podcast to play Retro Show. It's a lot of fun. No more spiders. Jamie can confirm this Sega Saturn is capable of mind-boggling 3D graphics. Boggling. Let's do it. Let's raid in on Pass the Plunger. I'll see you over there. I'll hang out for a few minutes. Let's do it. Night, Nutty.